What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a range test on the DJI M30T. I'm probably going to go over all the specs and everything in a different video. I am going to be screen recording so you guys can see everything. The drone is right behind me. The grass is kind of high. As you hear, the wind is kind of bad. So it's going to be a good test for this high wind as well. I do have a wind protector on my microphone, so hopefully it's helping. So with that, let's just get into the range test, see how far this thing will go. I am going to be flying against the wind on my long distance. I'm going to be flying this way, not this way. So I will be looking straight this way quite a bit. But anyways, let's get into it. If I fly with the wind, if I fly against the wind, it'll give me enough battery life to get back. So with that, this is the third time I say this. Let's get into the video. Okay, so as you see, I am screen recording. I am going to lift this drone. This drone is a lot bigger than the drones I usually fly. So let's get it in the air. All right, so now that it's in the air, I'm gonna go ahead and get this range test started. And as I'm flying, I will go through the infrared camera so you guys could see it. Like I said, I am flying this way. It's going against the wind pretty good, no problem. But I am gonna pick up my pad so it don't fly away with the wind. So while I have it going, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so as you see, it is warning me about high wind. I am gonna get over here so it's not in the woods. Okay, so I had to adjust my max distance. I didn't do that because I just got my hands on this drone. I hate that it's so windy today, but at this point, I think it'd be a good test with this drone. As you know, if you don't know, this drone is a $14,000 drone. So it's kind of nerve-wracking going and doing a range test with a drone that costs this much. So if I come back prematurely, that's why, because this drone costs so much money.
Fly with caution.
It keeps warning me about high wind velocity. I'm only at 136 feet, and I am keeping it on a path to where if it has to land or anything weird, I can do that and then just go pick it up. Well, I just now hit record on the drone. I forgot to do that, but I did just do that. I am at 144 feet. It's so windy, kind of freaked out to go any higher. As you see on the FPV version, this thing is tilting really hard to compensate for the wind. So as you see, the wind is definitely affecting this drone. But good news is, on the way back, you know, it should get here pretty good because it'd be going with the wind on the way back. So it should, you know, like I said, get here pretty good and easy. So far, I only had to go to 170 feet. It has not broken up signal. So we're just gonna see how far I could take this. As you see on the bottom, I am 1.7 miles away. It's pretty cool that this will show the miles. Pretty awesome, I think that's cool. 1.8 miles away. And I'm only at 190 feet. I have not had to go any higher yet, which is really nice. As you see, I am now 2.3 miles away. This is getting really nerve-wracking that it's so far, and I am so far away from it when this is a $14,000 drone. I dislike doing this test, but for you guys, I will keep going. Okay, so at 2.5 miles, I am gonna bring the drone back. It did have a sign on top stating that the signal was getting weak, and it had, the whole time it had wind problems. Not problems, but it was giving me warnings about the wind. Like I said, the main reason why I'm bringing this back is because it's really windy today, and I think having this so far away, being that it costs so much money, I'm gonna bring it back. So with that, let's bring it back. The wind is really bad. I hope my audio is even worth using. So there is that to, oh, there we go.
Fly with caution.
I'm so nervous. The closer this drone does get to me though, the better I am feeling, but we still have 1.6 miles away and it's still popping up with wind problems and remote control problems, even though I'm flying this way and I keep pointing it this way. But it goes to show how good this controller and the signal really is.
Fly with caution.
Keeps warning me to fly with caution. 1.5 miles away. Okay, so as you see, we are now less than 4,000 feet away. I am at a pretty comfortable spot. So whenever I get just about 1,000 feet closer, I will show y'all some of the cool features of this drone. I think it's definitely worth waiting around for because it has IR, which is awesome. The zoom on this drone is outrageously cool. And just for the record, I was not going as fast as this drone would go. I didn't think it'd be safe to just, you know, make it go as fast as it can go. Even in normal mode, I didn't want to do that because if it tilts too much one way or the other, I don't know this, but I just didn't want to chance, you know, tilting it too much with this high wind that we are in. Okay, so I now see the drone. I'm actually going to turn it around. As you see, I still have 43% battery life, so I'm doing good. As you see the home spot right there on the screen, that is me. So now that I'm in a comfortable spot, I'm gonna turn this drone around so I'm not facing directly in the sun. And I'm gonna show y'all some of the cool features of this drone. Okay, so now this is IR. So as you see, it will show the temperature of whatever that X is on, which is really nice, really cool. As you see, it's a great feature. And it's a high definition IR camera as well. Okay, so now I wanna go back to, it's still crying about the wind. So now I'm gonna show y'all the zoom on this. I'm gonna actually zoom. There's some people shooting right there. I'm gonna show y'all the zoom on this camera. That is crazy. Oh, I forget, you gotta be very careful. Since you're zoomed in so far, you gotta be careful. You see this? The zoom is outrageous. Oh, too much.
High wind velocity. Fly with caution.
So I am zoomed in 80 times. All right, so see how close we're zoomed in? I'm gonna go ahead and zoom it out and show y'all how far I am from those people. Look at that, that is insane, insane. We actually use this drone mainly for the IR capabilities. I keep calling it or I keep calling it something else. But we only really use this for the IR capabilities. As you see, this is an awesome drone. I'm gonna go ahead and land it and then I will talk to you a little more about this drone. Okay, so as you may have seen, I was able to land this big freaking drone on the landing pad. This drone is phenomenal. It takes a couple batteries to run it. It takes 2 batteries and it only lasts 40 minutes as you've seen. I don't remember how far I actually went. I think it was 3 miles, but in my opinion, there's no reason ever to have to go as far as I just did. Honestly, there's no reason to go even a mile. But I like doing these because it's good, you know, for YouTube. I like doing these videos, you know, because not many people get to see this type of drone. It's an incredible drone. Like I said, it's a very expensive drone. I don't own this drone. It's for a company that I work for. I did get permission before doing this range test. They said, sure, no problem, just don't lose it. So that's another reason why I was so cautious on, you know, flying this drone. One, the wind was really bad. Two, it's not my drone. And three, it costs so much money. So with that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this range test. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.